Hi guys, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing my homework in my mama's car. And this is not a green screen. This is a true background. And some of you guys may not know me, but I am Isabella Seymour. And if you do know me, great and wonderful. So right now I am on question number 9. And I finished the first half of my homework and I'm doing fractions. And in fourth grade you learn fractions, but in fifth grade the fractions gets harder because you multiply the fractions and you divide the fractions. So right now what this question is asking me is, it says it like this. Let's get started. Okay, number 9. You practice the drums for 3/4 hour 2 times each day. How long will you practice the drums in 1 week? First step, 3/4, and you multiply that times 2 to get your answer. And which would be 6/4.
Sorry guys, I just want to say hi, and then I really like background. It's so pretty.
Yeah, I can show you. Yeah, this is not a green screen.
Right.
This is a very
Window.
Yeah, that's the window of my background. And I'm in a small car in a small spacious space.
No, I have a big car.
Yes, Mama has a big car from the outside, but on the inside.
No, just this side.
Yeah,
is it?
just right here.
And you're taller than me, so.
Yeah, I'm tall. Anyways, so we're gonna keep it into 6/4 because if I change it into a mixed number, then it would be a little confusing. So I'm gonna keep it at 6/4. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna multiply 6/4 times 7 because 7 days are a week. Oh, my hair is fixed. Yay! All right. Like I was saying, so we're gonna multiply the numerator times the whole number. And if you don't know how to do that, I'll teach you. It's super easy. So if you are in 3rd grade, you're just gonna start to learn about multiplication. And if you're in a younger grade, don't worry, I'll help you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna multiply 6 times 7 or add 6 7 times, but that's gonna take too long. So we do the multiplication sign, which is an X. So 6 times 7, if you don't know that, that's okay, it's 42. Then we're gonna do 42 over 4ths, but that is a not mixed number. That's going to be an uncommon denominator. So what we're going to do is we're going to change 42/4 into a mixed number. Now that might sound a little bit hard, but don't worry, I'll help you. This is 5th grade math. It's okay if you don't know. I'll explain to you step by step. All right? Now what we're going to do, 42/4. We have to count 4. That can go to 42 how many times? 4 times 9. Let's go to the highest number. That would be 45. But if we multiply 4... Hold on. Am I correct? Let me check. Oh, no, I'm not correct. I'm sorry. Don't listen to me. My brain wasn't working for a second. That was 5 times 9. Sorry. So 4... We're going to go to the highest number. 10 right now. 10s are easy. 10, 20, 30, 40. And we can't go higher than 40, otherwise it can't fit in there. And don't ask me why, ask Google. And so that would be 10 and 2/4, or we're gonna simplify 2/4, and we would get 10.5. It's really easy. So 1/2 can go into every single fraction, but not every one. So it can't go into 3 or 5. The odd numbers they can't go into. So I can explain that in another video, but I gotta do my homework right now, and I'm gonna help you guys. So number 10, in which expression does k equal 7/12? And this might sound hard, but here, I'll show you the photo. Number 10 is right here. If you can get a good look at it. I'm gonna put it outside. Get a good look at it, and if you can pause the video. You can pause the video if you want. Now what we're gonna do So 7/12 has to equal into K. We're going to do the first one. 7/6, which is an uncommon denominator, times 1/2. And in my opinion, it's really easy. That would be 7/12, which I got it at first, but I don't know, so I'm going to do a little bit more to see if it's right. Now, 10 times blank equals 3/12. Well, the denominator would have to be 3 halves, which would be 3/12. So, one more time. 1/4 times K equals 7/6. Now, this one's a little bit trickier, but I still remember. Okay, so for this question, it's a little bit tricky, and I'm not talking about number 10, just specifically 1/4 times K equals 7/6. But I am not a machine, I am a human being, and I don't know this question. But either way, the rest aren't going to be 7/12, so I know that the first one is 7/12. Let's go to number 11. Find each missing number. And I'm going to show you to get a good look at it. And it's this question. Get a good look at it. You can pause the video if you want. You don't have to. Now, what we're going to do now is 3/4 times blank equals 3. And if you guys aren't really good at fractions, we're here. Again. Now, find each missing number. You guys don't have to be good at fractions. Trust me, I'm not good at fractions either, which is why I'm practicing with my homework. Now, the answer would be 4, and I'm going to tell you guys why. The reason why it's 4 is because 3/4 times blank equals 3. But if you multiply the numerator times 4, you get 12/4. And 12/4 is an uncommon denominator. Sorry. And that would be, that would be 4, because you're going to divide, oh no, sorry, I said that wrong, sorry, cross that out. 12/4 divided by 3, 12/4 divided by 4 would be 3, which is why you would get 4. Now number 2, 7/10 times 20 equals blank. Well, you're going to multiply the top times 20. Well, 7 times 20 is 140 over 10, or just the whole number, 14. Now, 1 blank times 15 equals 5. And I'm going to solve this really quick. It's 1/3. And you can do the math later. Do it on the calculator. Trust me, I'm correct. Yeah.
This one is too correct?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, blank 6 times 24 equals 4. And the top 4. Because, hold on, let me think about this really quick. Sadly, I'm not smart like Albert Einstein, but I wish I was. But I figured out the answer, and it was 16. Don't trust me, guys. You can check it out online. It was 16, and I got it correct. I know I'm smart. Anyways, number 12. A recipe calls for 2 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder per serving. You have 19 spoons of baking powder. You want to make 4 1/4 servings. Do you have enough baking powder? Now, let's check this out. So, we have 2 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder per serving. And you're going to multiply that times 9. And we would get this. So first what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply the whole number times the whole number. And I would get 18. And just to be sure, I'm going to multiply the fraction. But I will have to check later. But so far, let's see how we're going to do. Now, we're going to multiply 9. Hold on, sorry, cross that out, I'm not correct. It would be 18 1/4. And, hold on, so I'm going to highlight this, because this is very important. Always highlight when you're doing your work, guys. It's really important because it will give you enough information to help you. of the 18 and 1/4. So we want to make 4 and 1/4 servings. And which means we actually do have enough baking powder because we solved the answer, and 18 and 1/4 is above 4 and 1/4, which means we would have more than enough of baking powder. Yes. Okay. Number 13. In a pack of 36 trading cards, 1/4 of them are fire animals. 1/6 of them are water animals, and the rest of them are grass animals. How many more cards are grass animals than fire animals? Now we have to make this into a common denominator, which I don't like, but I like it. Now, so far in total we got 36, so I'm going to box that up. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to turn 1/4 and 1/6 into a common denominator. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply 1/6 times 4, which would get 24, which is a common denominator. So we multiply that times 4, 24 times 4, and 24. Oh no, not 24. 4. So when you're multiplying a unit fraction, which is 1 over blank, you have to multiply the numerator and the denominator to get your answer. And the next one would be 6/24. Now we're going to add these together, which would create 10/24. So after, this is a 2 to 3 step question, so I'm going to take you every step. So if you can see it, that's my answer. Alright, I'm starting to run out of space, but I'll write it down. So after, we need at least 14 more cards, which means we're going to write that down, 14/24. But 1/4 of them are fire animals, which means we're going to have to subtract 14 times, have to subtract 14/24 subtracted by 4/24, and we would get 10/24, and that's our answer. Number 14, evaluate. Now this one's tricky. It's 3 2/5 subtracted by 3/6 plus 4/12 plus 7/6 times 3/10. This one's a bit tricky, but I'm going to take that step by step. Alright, I figured it out. So 3 2/5. First, we're going to do parentheses. If you don't know what pen does or gem does, it's okay. Pen does stands for please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, but that's not really mean. It means, parentheses. Sorry guys, hold on, let me write this. So it's parentheses, exponents, and multiplication, division, addition and subtraction. First, we're going to do parentheses, which would be 3/6 plus 4/12 plus 7/6. Now, we're going to turn these onto a common denominator, but we only need to do 6. So multiply that by 10. That would be 6/12 or 1/2. And that means, there, we get 14/12. So 6 plus 4 is 10/12, plus 14 is 24/12, or 2 wholes. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to do this. 2 wholes times. Now subtracting is last, and multiplication is before subtracting. Now we're going to multiply 2 times 3/10. Multiply the numerator, which would be 6/20, because we have to also multiply the denominator. Now, 3 2/5. Now this is gonna be a little tricky because we gotta do 2/5 into 6/20ths. And yay! Okay, right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut off the rest of this. And we're only doing 6/20ths and 2/5. We're not gonna touch the 3, okay? Now, 2/5. We're gonna leave the 20 because we're not gonna
You're
multiply.
going to the left side so much. Okay.
Sorry, my head keeps on going to the left side, which means it's blocking the view of my head. And I gotta move to the side, sorry. Now, 2/5. We're gonna keep it that way. But we also need 6/20ths. Now we're gonna multiply 5 times 4, which would be 20. And the top, 2 times 4 is 8. 8/20ths. And 6/20ths. Now we finally got our answer, but not yet. Now, put back the whole number 3 in there. 3 and 8/20ths subtracted by 6/20ths. And you would get 3 and 2/20ths. And I'm gonna try to simplify that. Sorry, my hairband keeps on doing this. My hairband keeps on sliding back to the side. Sorry, my hairband keeps on sliding back, which makes it fall, and I try to move it forward, but my hair stays down. Now, that means we have 3 and 2/20ths. Now, I'm gonna try to simplify that, which I actually can't. So 2 divided by 2, and you might think that would be 0, but it's not 0, because anything multiplied or divided by 0 equals 0. Anyway, now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 2 divided by 20 is 10. So that would be 3 and 1/10. And that's your answer. And now I finished all my homework, and yes, I finished the test. Yay!